They're the hallmark of every rich guy, from gangsters to presidents. We're talking about the limousine, of course. An icon of 1980s glamour. They're still rocking the roads today, and if anything, they've become even more luxurious than ever. From Joe Biden's set of wheels to the limo known as the American Dream, here we bring you the 20 most luxurious limousines in the world. Number 20, U.S. Presidential Cadillac Limousine. The U.S. Presidential Cadillac, commonly known as the Beast, is quite an imposing vehicle. It's essentially a tank with specifications that could impress even the most tech-savvy individuals. While some details about its features have leaked, the full range of its capabilities remained confidential. Make no mistake, the Beast is equipped with a whole arsenal of James Bond-inspired gadgets. It's stacked with everything from smoke screens to door handles that can deliver a 120-volt electric shock. It can even dispense an oil slick to cause pursuing cars to skid out of control. Moreover, it's said to carry rocket-propelled grenades, night vision equipment, pump-action shotguns, and tear gas grenades. In any given motorcade, there are at least 2 beasts with identical license plates to keep would-be attackers guessing. When President Joe Biden was introduced, the motorcade featured a staggering 7 beasts. Fuel is an additional expense. The Beast only gets about 4 miles per gallon. In emergency situations, the Beast is prepared with a blood supply that matches the president's blood type. It can also provide its own oxygen source, piped directly into the cabin. The president's car is centrally located in the motorcade in what's known as the secure package. However, that doesn't mean the president is always in the Beast. Decoy cars are also used for added security. Time for the rare topic. Ford has been cooking up a revolutionary design in a top-secret location in the desert of New Mexico. These are limousines that can bend like buses. These elongated vehicles have insane levels of luxury you couldn't even imagine. They come with a full butler service, sauna, spa, and a jacuzzi. And they even have a bulldozer that flips out the front to clear poor people out of the way in crowded cities. These are the ultimate ride for the elite who craved both style and practicality. People were astounded by the sheer strength of the limousine, but it slips around corners with unexpected ease. A huge number of influencers, politicians, and corporate CEOs have already begun begging Ford to be allowed to buy one. Some traditionalists questioned its aesthetics, saying it was kind of ugly. What's your take on Ford's bendable limousine? A groundbreaking innovation or another trend? Would you go for a ride in one if given the chance? As always, comment down below with the hashtag rare topic and let us know your opinion in relation to what we just showed on screen. Let's move on to the next one. Number 19, the American Dream. The Guinness Book of World Records reckons this one is a world beater. It is the American Dream, and it is the longest limousine in the world, stretching at approximately 30.5 meters. It's hard to think of many things that can compare in that length. The fact that this massive, approximately 11,300 kilogram Cadillac, complete with a helipad, was restored is noteworthy in itself. The car was in quite a dire strait and required a monumental effort to bring it back to life. Originally left abandoned in New York, it was first taken to the Auto Museum, where restoration attempts didn't go well. Then it was transported to Daserland Park Car Museum, where the work was finally done, though not without its own set of hitches. For instance, the hood flew off during the move and was never found again. By 2013, it looked like the hard work had paid off. Michael Manning of AutoZeum and Michael Daser, a prominent real estate developer, teamed up to make it happen. The renovation required parts from 3 different Cadillacs. They also had to get their hands dirty with a massive removal of rust. And of course, there was extensive use of leather, vinyl, and carpet. The engine was replaced, and the subframe, resembling more of a bridge truss, needed serious work. As of now, the American Dream is operational, but it's not something you can just casually drive. Due to its length and the turning radius akin to that of a cruise ship, a path needs to be carefully planned for it to move. If it gets stuck, well, you have to figure out some unique methods to tow it out. Number 18, Maybach 62's Landaulet. Maybach 62S Landaulet. The Maybach 57 and 62 marked the revival of the Maybach brand by Daimler Chrysler AG, now known as Mercedes-Benz Group AG. These cars borrowed a lot of ideas from the Mercedes-Benz Maybach concept rolled out at the 1997 Tokyo Motor Show. In 2008, the Maybach outshone Rolls-Royce and Bentley, taking the top shot in the luxury brand status index. However, Production ceased in February 2013 due to poor sales and financial losses, as the brand's sales were just a fraction compared to the more profitable Rolls-Royce models. The Maybach brand has a long history that goes back to 1889, when Friedrich Gottlieb Daimler brought on Wilhelm Maybach as an engineer. Together, they produced the first Daimler-Maybach car. Well, what do we know about Maybach? They are famous all over for large, powerful, and luxurious vehicles. Each Maybach comes equipped with dual temperature control systems, one for the front and another for the back, making 4-zone climate control possible. Upgraded features in the Maybach 62 and 62S include 18-way power rear seats, power side sunshades, cooling function for rear seats, wireless headphones, an electrochromic panoramic sunroof, and steering wheel mounted navigation controls. On June 26, 2002, the Queen Elizabeth II set sail from Southampton, England to New York City with a Maybach 62 showcased in a glass case. Media professionals and company executives made use of the luxury suites on board. Upon arriving in New York on July 2nd, the car received a grand welcome that included fireboats and a motorboat. It was then airlifted off the cruise ship, placed on a dock, and subsequently transported to the Regent Hotel on Wall Street. Number 17, the Midnight Rider. Many folks have a soft spot for Hummer cars, but if you want a truly unique experience, consider the Midnight Rider. This isn't just any old regular limo. It's probably the world's most expensive limousine. Its lavish interior takes inspiration from the Pullman presidential train car of the 1800s. Inside the Rider, you'll find a full bar, 3 distinct lounges, and an entertainment zone. It also comes staffed with a 4-person crew, 2 drivers, a hostess, a bartender, and someone to manage operations. The Rider has several actual different areas where you can chill, like the Pullman Lounge, the Observation Lounge, the Fifth Wheel Lounge, and the Jake Break Bar. Each lounge has its own sound system, so guests could boogie down to different kinds of music or watch their fave shows on flat-screen TVs. As you might expect, renting this extravagant vehicle isn't cheap. It goes for $1,000 an hour, although longer bookings can snag you discounted rates at hotels through the Machado's partnerships. With its 3,000-gallon fuel tank, the Rider can make it from San Diego to Chicago without needing to refuel. Maintaining this extraordinary vehicle is no small feat either. It requires 36 man-hours just for cleaning after each journey. Given that it embarks on about 5 trips each month, that's a substantial commitment of time for upkeep. Number 16, Mercedes-Maybach S600 Pullman Guard. The Mercedes S-Class offers a range of lengths to choose from. You've got the standard sedan, the long wheelbase version, an even longer Maybach variant, and now the Pullman. But we're not talking about just any Pullman. This is the high-priced Guard model, which is armored to shield passengers from almost any hazard. The car even has bullet-resistant tires and a steel wall behind the rear seats for added security against it. The history of this specific Pullman Guard is somewhat unusual. It's a cross between the most recent model and the Maybach Pullman before its design change. Typically, it takes roughly 18 months from the moment an order is placed until the automobile is delivered. Although it was ordered prior to the Mercedes-Maybach S-Class Pullman's debut, this vehicle has the new vertical lined grille and slightly altered exhaust system. It's helpful to know that this car has undergone a significant makeover, whether you're a head of state, an oil baron, or just a run-of-the-mill tyrant. Brabus expands the original Pullman to an astonishing 6.5 meters in length and 5.6 tons in weight. An 8-cylinder twin-turbo V12 engine with 523 horsepower powers this enormous machine. Number 15, the Batmobile Limousine. The Batmobile is here, and it's not just for the Dark Knight. This ride is a spitting image of the world's most iconic car. But instead of just one Batman, it can actually seat up to 12 people. With a V8 Corvette jet engine, it rockets from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.7 seconds. That's one reason why the project sets folks back more than $4 million. The goal of a group of engineers and auto aficionados has been realized with this Batmobile limousine. In an attempt to create the perfect reproduction, they took inspiration from the Tim Burton Batman flicks that were released in 1989 and 1992. After 2 years, they managed to finally pull it together. But there's more to this Batmobile than meets the eye. It's a very powerful automobile with exceptional performance capabilities. With its V-shaped engine producing over 1,000 horsepower, it can reach 60 miles per hour very quickly. And with air conditioning and an excellent music system, you can be confident that on those longer trips, whether you're traveling with Kim Basinger or Michelle Pfeiffer, you'll be feeling wonderful. Regardless of whether you're going to Comic-Con or not, or just having a fun night out, the Batmobile is sure to turn heads. However, if you want one, you better have as deep pockets as Bruce Wayne. This could be the ride if you have the money and want something unique. Number 14, Rolls-Royce Phantom Limousine. The Rolls-Royce team really redefined luxury when they rolled out the Phantom Limousine. It's not just another car, it's pretty much the final word in modern luxury. Let's be honest, a car like this is best enjoyed when someone else is at the wheel. That's why our chauffeur service lets you kick back and enjoy the plush features while someone else handles the driving. The team's mission was to literally build the best car in the world. This might sound like a pretty lofty goal, but thanks to some serious artistic and engineering chops, they nailed it. Phantom has received numerous modifications throughout time, but the authentic Rolls essence has never been lost. Its majestic, stately proportions have not changed. However, it is a modern marvel and is not lost in the past. It makes sense that it is the Rolls-Royce model that is the most recognizable. You'll see what we mean when you jump into the back seat. The decor is cozy without being ostentatious. When you first start it up, the engine makes a pleasing roar, but as you gain speed, it practically purrs. Think of it as an Aladdin-style magic carpet ride. Open a bottle of champagne from the extensive selection at the bar and enjoy it from a crystal glass for the full experience. Home, James. Number 13, Sultan of Brunei's Rolls-Royce. Wealth comes in many forms, but Hassan al-Bolkiah, the Sultan of Brunei, has set some records. Until 1980, he was the world's richest person. Brunei might be a small Southeast Asian country on Borneo's north coast, but its leader is globally recognized. Hassan al-Bolkiah has been Brunei's Sultan and Prime Minister since 1984 after the country shook off its British rule. His reign is second in length only to Queen Elizabeth II, and in 2017, he celebrated his Golden Jubilee, 50 years on the throne. But what really grabs headlines is his fortune. Back in 2008, Forbes estimated his net worth at an eye-popping billion. And then there's his car collection, with a value estimated at about $8 billion. It includes 600 Rolls-Royce and 300 Ferraris. The Bolkiah family snapped up nearly half of all Rolls-Royce cars sold in the 1990s. Rumor has it the Sultan would race Ferraris through Brunei's main city in his younger days. And speaking of Rolls-Royces, the Sultan even had one custom-made for him. It has an open roof to accommodate an umbrella, and yes, gold plating from the grille to the tires. Number 12, the Boeing 727 limo. So you're torn between taking a car ride or flying? Sure, flying is quicker, but if you're itching for something out of the ordinary, have I got something for you? Picture a Mercedes bus mashed up with a Boeing 727. Yep, you heard that right. This extraordinary vehicle can host up to 50 people and is decked out with a big screen TV, full bar, fog machine, captivating lighting, ceiling mirrors, and seats that give off an aerodynamic vibe. The brainchild of this vehicle brings together a Mercedes-Benz bus and a Boeing 727 in a way you wouldn't believe. The body is basically a 727's shell, wings and tail removed, but the original folding stairs still operational. On the other end, the frame, steering, and gas tank from the Mercedes bus provide stability and mobility. And get this, despite being a half airplane, it's totally legal to drive on public roads. It's even got a turbo diesel engine from the Mercedes bus, allowing it to hit speeds up to 200 kilometers per hour. It's currently in the US and was made by Vaca Limousines in Guadalajara, Mexico. They once rented it out for a 3-hour adventure and confirmed it's road legal. Number 11, Mercedes G63 Armored Limousine. The Mercedes AMG G63 is an awesome SUV. It is as rugged as a grizzly, but it is also luxurious. With a starting price of nearly $160,000, it better be. But if you're in the market for something bulletproof, even that price tag isn't going to cut it. That's where Incas, a Canadian company specialized in armored vehicles, steps in. Incas has created a new armored Mercedes AMG G63 limo that's built like a fortress on wheels. Not only can it shield you from high-powered rifle shots, but it can also withstand the explosion of 2 grenades. Added features like run-flat tires and a surveillance device up the safety factor for even more. Now, if you think they extended the G-Wagon to add extra seats, you're mistaken. Instead, Incas transformed the interior into something resembling a mobile movie theater. It has just 2 ultra-comfortable captain chairs in the back, which can recline for maximum relaxation. A central control unit between these chairs lets you operate the video system compatible with Apple TV. The amenities don't end there. You'll find a built-in bar complete with a cooler so your drinks stay chilled. Plus, you've got options for seat material, leather or Alcantara suede. As for the vehicle's armor, it's rated up to BR7 level. This means it can withstand even sniper rifle rounds that could pierce through conventional armor. And yes, the car can survive 2 hand grenades detonating under it. So Between the ultra-luxe amenities and the high-security features, even the most discerning VIP should feel pretty content. Number 10. Lincoln MKS Limousine. From 2008 to 2016, Ford's Lincoln division produced the Lincoln MKS, a full-sized luxury car. It made its debut at the LA Auto Show in November 2007, and production kicked off at Ford's Chicago assembly plant in May 2008 for the 2009 model year. Sales got underway just a month later. The MKS was the second Lincoln to adopt the MK naming convention and stuck with it throughout its production run. When the Lincoln Town Car was discontinued in 2011, the MKS, at 205.6 inches, became the longest American-made car until 2016. It was essentially an elongated version of the standard four-door MKS manufactured in Chicago. The stretch limo didn't have extra doors like the XTS, but you could pick between front-wheel and all-wheel drive. In 2013, after the not-so-stellar performance of its MKZ crossover, Lincoln launched the MKS Limousine. This was to fill the void left by the Lincoln Town Car limousines, which had been the top private limos in the US and Canada for over 3 decades. Number 9. Porsche Cayenne Limousine. This SUV is longer than Porsche's regular Cayenne. It also packs 8 cylinders under the hood for top-level Porsche performance. When it comes to its standout features, customer reviews and other sources often highlight the Cayenne Limousine's sound system. Some users say it's on par with a full-blown concert sound system. Various models come equipped with connectivity to 3 flat-screen TVs, along with CD and DVD playback options. The advanced bar setup also receives a lot of customer praise. Kind of like the standard Porsche Cayenne S, this limo has its iconic bold appearance. In fact, this is a limo that wouldn't be out of place on a rally track. You've got 2 color choices for the exterior, crystal silver metallic and basalt black metallic. On top of those, there's some major aerodynamic components and other exterior enhancements. How about those lover-sized air intake scoops and that double wing profile roof spoiler? They certainly really further refine the car's overall look. The interior is immaculate, and the ride is exceptionally smooth. Number 8. SsangYong Chairman W. The SsangYong Chairman is a full-size luxury car produced by South Korea's SsangYong from 1997 to 2017. In 2008, the older model was renamed Chairman H, and the new model called Chairman W was introduced. Initially launched in 1997, the Chairman was positioned as a premium executive car. SsangYong was primarily known for its SUVs and RVs, and the Chairman was their only sedan. And yeah, they went fully on the nose with the name. Whether you want to be chairman of the board or straight up Chairman Mao, this is the car for you. Interestingly, the first Chairman was based on the Mercedes-Benz E-Class platform, but had a design more akin to an updated W140 S-Class. But Merc weren't too happy about this. Mercedes-Benz slapped SsangYong with a cease and desist and told them to redesign the car to avoid similarities and refrain from selling it in key markets like the US and Europe. The top-tier VVIP and long wheelbase models sport the 5-liter V8 Mercedes-Benz M113 engine and a 7G Tronic transmission, making it the largest V8 engine produced in South Korea. The car features an electronically controlled self-leveling air suspension system with a rebound coil that minimizes noise and vibration. The backseat is elongated, offering more space for rear passengers. Both front and back seats are equipped with individual screens for entertainment system, similar to Chrysler's MyGig. Number 7. Mitsubishi Dignity. Here's another one with a not-so-subtle name. The Mitsubishi Dignity was a full-size luxury sedan produced by Mitsubishi Motors from late 1999 to 2001, serving as the flagship model for the Japanese market alongside its smaller counterpart, the Proudia. The Dignity was reintroduced in 2012, this time as a rebadged version of the 5th-generation Nissan Cima. By 2016, it was removed from the market again. It was available for purchase at a specific retail chain in Japan known as Galant Shop. The name Dignity was chosen to represent the car's peerless grandeur and majestic stateliness. Mitsubishi initially hoped to sell 300 units per month of both the Dignity and the Proudia. However, they only managed to sell 150 cars in the 15 months following their launch on February 20, 2000. This was partly because Mitsubishi was facing financial difficulties, leading to the discontinuation of both models to streamline costs. The Equus performed better in the market and remained in production until 2008. The Dignity inherited several features from the Cima, including the lattice rear retractable window screen. It was only available in one trim level named VIP, the same as Cima's VIP G trim. However, unlike the Cima, the Dignity didn't offer an all-wheel drive option, but did come with Nissan's CarWings GPS system. Starting on April 26, 2012, the rebadged 5th-generation Nissan Cima was available as the Dignity, but only in Japan. Similar to its predecessor, the Dignity found use as a government car for the Akishino branch of Japan's imperial family. Number 6. Hyundai Equus. Now let's check out the Hyundai Equus. That's Latin for horse, in case you didn't know, so it's a classy horse, made of metal and with wheels. The Equus is Hyundai's counter to the Dignity, a car they actually collaborated with Mitsubishi to create. Hyundai's version is marketed as the Hyundai Equus. The Equus limo offers a bit more wheelbase than the standard Equus sedan, providing backseat passengers with extra leg support for added comfort. The added powertrain is a V6 engine, but there's also an armored version that comes with a V8. The Equus limousine isn't widely known outside Korea, mainly because it hasn't seen broad distribution in the US yet. However, it has some standout features. Check out the luxury of the powered footrests, leather seating, and even a built-in massage system. Hyundai aimed for the Equus to compete with high-end vehicles like the Mercedes-Benz S-Class and the BMW 7 Series, at least in the Korean market. It also found itself competing with the Ssangyong Chairman. Number 5. Chrysler 300 Limousine. The Chrysler 300 is a large upscale car produced by Stellantis North America and its predecessor companies. At first, it was offered as both a four-door sedan and station wagon from 2005 to 2010, but it's now only available as a four-door sedan from 2011 to the present. In the UK and Ireland, this second-gen model goes by Chrysler 300C, while in the rest of Europe it's sold as the Lancia Thema. Chrysler has a long history of creating big, front-engine, rear-wheel drive luxury sedans with V8 engines. This lineage dates back to the 1940s with models like Chrysler Saratoga and New Yorker continuing through the Windsor, Newport, and Cordoba. The Chrysler Fifth Avenue was the company's last rear-wheel drive sedan, with production wrapping up in 1989. Chrysler's roots in the car industry go back to 1925, when the company entered its sixth roadster into the 24 hours of Le Mans and clinched a win. By 1926, they had launched the Imperial, their first foray into luxury and performance vehicles. Number 4. Bentley Mulsanne. The Bentley Mulsanne, produced from 2010 to 2020, is a full-size luxury sedan. Its name is inspired by the Mulsanne Straight of Le Mans racetrack, a venue where Bentley has a rich history. Designed to succeed the Arnage, which was based on a Rolls-Royce, the Mulsanne was Bentley's first in-house flagship since W.O. Bentley's 8-liter model in 1930. Options include electrically controlled privacy curtains in the rear that resemble vertical louvers. Once inside, passengers can enjoy LCD screens on the front headrest, leather-trimmed picnic tables designed to hold iPads or laptops, a NAME audio system, and Bluetooth headphones. Convenient carpeted footrests can be stowed under the front seats when not needed, and the headrests have manually adjustable wings. Customization options are abundant. You have 114 exterior colors, 21 carpet shades, 9 wood veneers, and 24 internal leather options. A tailor-made color scheme is also available on request. Number 3. Armor House Vault XXL. If you're looking to party while staying super secure, take a look at the Armor Horse Vault XXL. This limo is built with G40 grade steel that can withstand heavy firepower, and it's got bulletproof glass to boot. Inside, you'll find 6 LCD screens, a top-notch sound system, a retractable dance pole, and a spacious wet bar. The interior is decked out in high-quality wood paneling. When it first hit the market, the Armor Horse Vault XXL was dubbed the most luxurious and safest vehicle in the world. Mixing luxury with high-level security might sound odd to some, but if you're wealthy and keep a certain type of company, chances are you're a bit cautious. The Vault aims to balance that sense of caution with all the upscale amenities you're already used to. As long as there's no zombie apocalypse or similar crisis, passengers in this hefty vehicle can chill out or party in style. The wood-paneled interior features an L-shaped wet bar illuminated by mood lights. For entertainment, there are multiple screens and an 8,000-watt surround sound system, along with a DVD player and a PS3. There's even a retractable entertainment pole, in case you feel like dancing after a hard day counting your money, I guess. Number 2. Aston Martin Lagonda Tarap. The Lagonda is a high-performance limo that defies the usual stretch limo look. At a glance, it just appears to be a rather long car more than a limo. Aston Martin declared in 2014 that they'd be launching this new Lagonda model, the Tarap, specifically for the Middle Eastern market. The car would be offered only to an exclusive invite-only clientele as a follow-up to the existing saloon. As of 2022, 113 original Lagonda cars are still registered in the UK, though 82 of them are SORN, meaning they're not on the road for general use. The Lagonda holds the distinction of being the first commercially sold car to feature a digital control panel. Interestingly, the budget for the entire car was 4 times what was spent just on its tech. The Series 3 instruments were made using cathode ray tubes, which proved even less reliable than the LED displays in the first model. Time magazine wasn't impressed, placing the Lagonda on its 50 worst cars of all time list, dubbing it a mechanical catastrophe with electronics that would be fantastic if they ever worked. Bloomberg Businessweek wasn't kind either, naming it one of the 50 ugliest cars of the last 50 years. But I think it's actually pretty beautiful. And if they hadn't failed at their tech attempts, we might never have moved forward at all. Number 1. ZIL 4112R. The ZIL, an eye-catching Russian car with an armored interior, has a 7.7 V8 engine capable of 400 horsepower and top speeds of 201 kilometers per hour. It took 6 years to build the Limo Number 1, a specially designed car for the Russian president. The automobile is no slouch, with 6 doors, a 7.7-liter engine, plush upholstery, and TV screens that allow you to view outside even when the windows are up. It tips the scale at 3.5 tons and has a top speed of 201 kilometers per hour. It uses 25 liters of petrol per 100 kilometers. The ZIL 4112R, a new variant, has been released. The initials R in the name honor Sergei Rozkov, the Depot ZIL creator who died in 2011. The model name honors his substantial contributions to the design of the car. In any case, this tough limo is Vladimir Putin's own personal safe space. Which of these incredible machines would be your choice if you were a dictator? What's the most unusual vehicle that could be stretched into a limo? Let us know in the comments below. Also, check out our other cool stuff showing up on screen right now. See you next time.